Hey guys, Beast here, and I want to go over a piece of gear, a flashlight that has been part of my EDC now for almost a year, not quite a year. And I would consider it basically the bread and butter of EDC flashlights here, and it's the any AAA battery flashlight. They are just so compact and so lightweight. A lot of folks use them as like a keychain flashlight. The Thrunite has several modes. We'll go over that a little bit later. But one of the reasons I waited so long to do this review is I've had quite a few of these to the point where I actually stopped carrying them because they weren't robust enough. Because they're trying to make it as small and as light as possible, it makes the walls of the flashlight body very thin. And I've also had just issues with, I carry this in my pocket. I don't carry it in the keychain. And we'll go over the specs, in the studio. But I've been very impressed with this guy, and I use it more sometimes than my other flashlight because it's just so easy to carry. And that's why the AAA batteries, they're not anything special. You don't need fancy chargers. This is the bread and butter of EDC carry. And as you guys know, I always recommend having a flashlight. But let's cut to the studio and we'll take a look at this guy up close. Hey guys, well I thought I'd bring you back in the studio here so you can see things a little bit better. Next to you is my previous AAA light that was an ITP, and this guy just finally failed to function. Years of EDCing, you can see the wear in there, it just died. But as I mentioned before, AAA lights here are just the cream of the crop as far as ease of carry every day. Have a good light with you. We'll go into actually demonstrating how freaking bright this thing is, but that'll give you a little bit of close-up actuation. Brought it back in the studio so you can see a little bit better. See, the clip is wearing. This is just shy of 1 year I've had this, so believe it or not, most of the YouTubers out there that are doing Thrunite reviews have, of course, which I don't blame them, they're just pumping out these videos. So this guy I got last August, and it's still going strong. In fact, I believe, if I remember correctly, yes, I have a rechargeable in here. And I can recharge this with some of my traveling battery chargers that I always carry with me that are USB. And of course, you've got very low mode, rotate off, come back on. You've got a medium, rotate off, come back on, and you've got a high. So the only downside to this, as soon as she comes back, come on, focus. The only downside is there isn't going to be a memory. You're going to have to go through that echelon of low, medium, high every time. It's not anything too big because it's already off and twisted. It's never going to be accidentally turned on with any sort of function or button, which I really like. Again, the memory thing would be nice. I think that just comes at a higher cost, and this thing is crazy affordable. And once you see how bright this thing is, I would clear a house with it at night when things go bump in the dark. You would grab this and clear it on high, as long as it didn't take you more than, I think it's an hour on high. This thing is crazy bright. And when you see some of the outputs that it can do, you guys will be amazed, I think, of what a AAA light can do. And maybe that huge, super tactical, whatever you've got going on that takes up your whole pocket and pulling your pants down. You may be looking for a little guy like this, the ti3. Nice solid clip, haven't had any issues with that. Of course, there's a little lanyard hole, a little key ring thing. I always take those off. This usually just resides in my pocket. Alright, there's about as close as I can get without blocking the light. See, nice little orange peel reflector, small LED in there. A little bit of knurling, as I mentioned. One of the things you get to as far as the form function is you just pull it out of your pocket and you immediately, do 1, 2, 3, kind of a click, You're like, oh, I need bright. There's strobe mode, which I'll never use. And so you just do the kind of 3 little twists before you hand it off to somebody else, and they'll get used to using it, and they'll say, holy crap, that thing is bright. Anyway guys, so that wraps that up. Amazing light, as you saw from the photos. It's so bright for a little AAA. Again, you'll get used to the form factor of just doing the twist. There's a lot of lights this size that have that same factor. I kind of like it because it won't accidentally turn on in your pocket. But tough little bugger, has definitely survived over some of the other ones that I've carried for years. and I recommend it. I'll put a link down below.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.